Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming with more Hearts of Iron for La Résistance, playing as the French Empire. Now the rulers of England proper, and the British monarch has been banished to Wales, where I still get to use their fleet against the Germans in the future someday. We are currently a member of the Axis, which is why we are still alive. And while we are fighting Denmark and Norway and stuff, I'm not really worried about any more wars, so we're setting up for another big push against nationalist Spain, so we can take them out of the equation. That way, when I eventually do have to betray Germany and Italy, I won't have to worry about nationalist Spain coming into my back door. At least, I really hope that that is the case. So we're setting up all of our troops for that right now. We did get quite a bit of equipment out of that war with England, but not enough to really train up a ton. I still need a lot more artillery. So we'll need to work on some of that and get some more factories built up. I did queue up quite a few new construction projects. So we're going to continue building up some of the forts a little bit up to level 7 along the borders of Germany, where I would expect to defend. Also a bit of radar that we can use against Spain. Also a lot more factories and some anti-air. So we have a lot of things to build at the moment, and I did get a lot of civilian factories out of the UK when I conquered them. In fact, we actually have, I think, more civilian factories now than even Britain does. Or not Britain, sorry, Germany. Let's see, I've got 115 compared to their 92. Now, they have significantly more military factories, so in a one-on-one fight, they still have the advantage. But I've got a pretty large army, I've got a good civilian base. If we can at least keep the UK, Belgium, and the Netherlands under control, and keep their resistance low so they become compliant and give me their factories, I think we're actually in a very, very good position. We also did satellite the British Raj, turn it into the French Raj, so they work for me now. They have no troops at the start. Yeah, once you satellite a nation, they lose all of their army. It disbands entirely. So we'll see what happens with that. I assume they'll rebuild something, but it's always nice to have a nice, big, new army. Great Britain got to keep... Oh, when I puppeted Great Britain, I gave them Sri Lanka? Wait a minute, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Usually when you puppet a nation in a peace deal, they get to keep their capital province by default. But for some reason, I gave them Sri Lanka. It assumed I wanted to exile them. Which, to be fair, they were probably right, but still. Weird. All right, so in this war against Denmark, I think that the Allies are not currently participating. Canada is now the leader of the Ally faction, so they control the rest of the Commonwealth, Australia, South Africa, and New Zealand. Ironically enough, when I eventually fight Germany, I kind of want to join the Allies, but we'll worry about that later. So as long as they don't join, if Germany can just quickly kill Denmark and Norway, they can just take what they want there, and I don't really care, so we're not going to participate in any of that. How long until we have a war goal? Not until the 1st of June, 1940. Okay. Well, that is completely fine. I'm not even a little bit worried about that right now. I did dock up my Navy so that they can spend some time repairing. I also did send my Air Force to go on some training exercises so we can stop having green pilots. Not that I think that they're going to be very useful to me, but even so, might as well just make them a little bit better. Use up some of that fuel, get some air experience. You know how this works. I do want to switch over to partial mobilization now, because we do have enough war support, and I'm not going to get enough war support during a war for a war economy anytime soon. So let's at least get ourselves a whole load more civilian factories with the consumer goods reduction. So now we have 5 lines that are being built at the same time. That is not too bad. It's not as outstanding, but it's not bad. We also got more manpower coming in right now, thanks to the extra mobilization speed. So we'll be able to start training up some proper armies soon. There's the Alpine forts. So Italy's not going to be happy about this, but we do get 2 land forts in every province in Savoy. Also, we just finished landing craft. Hilarious. Don't need that at the moment. We could extend the Maginot Line, but that would make... Let's see. Belgium would be unhappy. Wait, what? How does this work? Hang on. Extension of the Maginot Line. Belgium gets an event. Gains extend the Maginot Line. Opinion of the French, minus 50. Opinion of the Germans, plus 25. Oh, interesting. Right, so they consider me to be a traitor trying to wall them off, and then they're more open to the Germans. Got it. So we could go down 2 more focuses to get to the army reform. And that would be nice, because it gets rid of the victors of the Great War national spirit. Also lets me move toward getting some proper land doctrines a lot faster. Also, we can possibly get some good armor research companies. However, we could also work down things like economic devolution to get more factory output, protect the rights of man, start working down the worker shortage reduction, because if you didn't notice in the last video, that got worse. So we took so many men into the military that not only do we have a recruitable population factor of minus 25%, but we also lost even more factory output. So that's the question. Do I spend the time researching the doctrines I'll need to fight the Germans one-on-one, or do I start building up my equipment speed? Get rid of this whole factory output nonsense. Even go for a military factory construction speed increase. And eventually this. I mean, that's nice. That's really nice. Well, if we go down this route, we also save 10%. So this is probably better than going down the economic devolution path right now. It's just a question of, do I want to get rid of the victors of the Great War right away? That gets me a little bit of a recruitable population. It gets my war support up, but that land doctrine research speed is huge. Because right now, the Germans have a huge advantage over me. We could also be going for developing the colonies and get a heck of a lot more factories, too. Like, there's a lot we can do. Oh, man. Which is best? We're okay-ish on manpower. I think I'm going to try working to get rid of the victors of the Great War, because I very, very badly want to make some progress on these doctrines. I'm actually going to go ahead and swap over to superior firepower now. Everything comes down to Germany not kicking me out of the Axis at this point. As long as they keep me in the Axis, and they have to, so long as we're in a war together, I'm okay. But if they kick me out, we're in trouble. I did just finish up with some more anti-partisan intelligence operations. So that's now fully upgraded, 50% more efficiency. We also just got another operative. So let's see. Control trade, diplomatic pressure, no. Enemy intel extraction, no. Linguist? I guess we'll take the linguist on the off chance that maybe at some point we can get a British spy who's more effective at putting down resistance. So I'm going to set you up over here. Now, between these two operatives, I am hoping that we're going to be able to tamp down pretty aggressively on the resistance that is currently growing in the UK. If we can get out of this war and build... Oh, there we go. Get out of this war and build up our stability, that would help as well. I wonder if I could take Norway. Wait. Germany already took these. Hang on. Oh, no, I can't. I can't. No. Yeah, no. There was no way that was going to happen. I didn't think it would. I could take a state, though. And it's got aluminum. I'll take it. You can have shown to log and stuff. I don't care. You can take all that. That's fine. Done. I get a free state. I didn't participate at all. But cool. I get some more aluminum. Thank you. Ah, you're awesome. All right. Thank you, Germany. Now, don't kick me out of defection. Venezuela joins the Axis. Really? That is interesting. Okay. Spain, don't join. Iceland takes control of the Norwegian affairs. Never mind. Germany took Iceland. There is, however, a North Sea Empire puppet. Greenland is now an empire, apparently. Okay. Yeah, have fun with that. What's this? Okay, Italy is justifying against Yugoslavia, making sure that no one's doing anything against me. Yugoslavia is guaranteed by me. Well, obviously, when the push comes to shove, I'm not gonna do that. Now, what happens if Italy declares war? We're in a faction together, so I don't think that the guarantee comes into play. But if it does, I need to revoke it, like, before it's too late. I don't actually know. I don't actually know how that works exactly. Whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. We're just getting ready to murder Spain and take everything they got. Oh, good. Philippe falls ill. Nicely done. So, I'm surprised how well this strategy is working so far. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This strategy came to me in a dream. I know that sounds hilariously dramatic, but I'm not kidding. I was actually... Okay, when my brain has a puzzle, it doesn't really let go, like, even when I'm asleep, okay? So, for some reason, these last couple of nights, I've been very insomniac. I'm not getting a lot of sleep. But I was tossing and turning, and in my head, I'm thinking, okay, what if I declared war on the British in order to join the Axis and then use that to kill nationalist Spain, and then as soon as the Germans attack the Soviets, that's when I backstab... Like, that's what I woke up thinking. Well, I woke up in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. thinking. And the funny thing is, it's working! So, I don't know. Maybe my brain is really good at teasing this stuff apart. I don't really know. But I'm not displeased about it. Gonna go ahead and turn off these pilot exercises. Let's go ahead and start building up a fuel supply once again. So, how are we doing on them forts and stuff? Looking pretty good. We are getting up to level 7 in at least a couple of places. I forgot about Luxembourg. They did get properly eaten. That's fine. So the thing is, ideally, if we are going to be fighting against the Germans, I don't actually want this front line. I'll want to pull back to the forts. Do I go ahead and do a fallback line now, or do I ignore that for the moment? I think I ignore that for the moment. Equipment is finally in the green across the board. That's a good sign. How are we doing on tanks? We've got 25 tanks. Oh my god. That's so good. Cool. Let's go ahead and take one of these guys. I'm going to duplicate you. And this is going to be a medium 20 width medium tank division. I'm going to swap you guys around for mediums like so. I'll definitely want to have a couple of medium self-propelled artillery. We can get this up here. That'll be 20 combat width and 29 organization. Pretty decent soft attack stats. Very good breakthrough. Pretty decent defense. All right, we'd go for all of that. Then we toss in the engineers. So this is the division that I'd like to use. It will cost me 150 medium tanks and 72 medium self-propelled guns or artillery to make this work. Also some motorized. It's an all right division. It's a good, simple 20 combat width division. And I'm going to go ahead and save that out as a template. Not going to be able to build that anytime soon, but we'll do it anyway. Let's go ahead and also toss on a few more standard 20 width infantry and artillery divisions. If I am going to be swapping over to superior firepower, this actually will work pretty nicely now. Hey, the whole Finland and the Soviet thing is only just now actually starting to come into play. Right. I'm actually surprised it's only 1940, but look how much progress we've freaking made. We have denied Germany a lot of stuff. We really have. So I'm hoping that this means at some point I'm actually going to be able to start outcompeting him. Especially if I can grab things like Spain for myself. And as long as they're busy fighting the Soviets, I have a chance. It's not a very good chance, but it is a chance. And I will take it. Gosh, dang it, I will take it. You know, I'd also like a 5th research slot right now. That'd be good. All right, so the anti-tank's about to get upgraded. That'll be very good against the Germans. Upgrade the artillery? Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that now, since that actually will come into play in the short term as well as the long term. Let's swap over our anti-tank to be a bit more impactful. How strong is our anti-tank now, out of curiosity? So 88 piercing as opposed to 75. Is it a massive difference? No, but it's something. So piercing can considerably go up to, conceivably go up to 43.7. To give you a comparison, our medium tank division with all of this would have an armor value of 35.1. So that would give me enough piercing value for our defensive infantry to actually successfully fight back our own tanks. Which is pretty good. You guys are going to go to a new army under this guy's control. We need an offensive general, preferably. I guess you'll do fine. You're not that great, though. Promotion costs... I don't care about that. Neither of these are good. All right, I guess I'll take you for now. You will have a new offensive line over... here. How's that sound? In preparation for a glorious liberation, quote-unquote, of Scotland. Look, I'm trying to be a proper Napoleon and Hungary joins. I'm trying to be a proper Napoleon and conquer all of Europe, okay? That's what I'm going for here. I mean, there's an achievement, a new achievement in the game for La Résistance if you can take over Moscow as Napoleon. And that's kind of what I want to go for, but it's all a moot point if I can't take out the Germans first, right? So that's what we're going to be going for. Now we have enough political power. Let's go ahead and start justifying a war goal against Portugal. This might not work, I realized, because Canada might try to protect them. But the funny thing is, if they do, I don't really care. As long as they don't have the Americans, Canada is guaranteeing them. Okay. Canada's guaranteeing both Spain and Portugal. So if I do this, I'll have to fight Spain. I'll be honest, that would be a pain in the butt. As long as the Americans have not joined the Allies, it's not that we can't win, it's just that it's irritating. That said, Canada is the only main world power in the Allies right now. So if I leave behind enough troops to fight off the Spanish, and then I prepare a grand naval invasion of Canada and quickly take them out, I betcha I could take over Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa as well. This is going to be done in about 80 days. So I need to start prepping this right now.
Écoutez.
God, I really, really, really hope that the Germans do not screw with me. All right.
Attention.
Set up over here. Germany, I think we already have military access.
Gardez vos rangs.
I need you to set up a grand naval invasion from, let's say, here to here. We try to do something like this.
Attention. Aux ordres. Aux ordres.
And then get all these set up. Because we have the naval invasion stuff now.
Attention.
Right here. There we go.
Attention.
Yeah, if we can pull this off, we can take out Canada and possibly gain all the Allies' land. Just get in here, land in Quebec, which is French anyway, right? And then just push down to Montreal and then to Ottawa. And see if we can get Canada the heck out of here. But if I can do so without calling in the Germans, that would be ideal, because then they don't get any war participation, which means I get everything. They will be my backup plan, hence why I'm sending the Red Army over that direction just to be safe. But with any luck, we will not need the Germans' help. Please, for the love of God, do not kick me out of the faction. I swear. I am banking everything on it at this point. Do we want to get some extra, like, tungsten and stuff? I guess we could, but I'm going to save the political power for more important things. All right, war support has gone up pretty nicely. I think I lose, what is it, 30 by declaring an offensive war? I mean, if I could get a little bit more war support, like, we actually would almost be able to get that war economy I was talking about. All right, extension of the Maginot Line. We get a whole bunch of new forts along the borders of Belgium. Military police is actually very nice because that should mean it takes a lot less for us to keep these guys under control. Let's see what's going on here in Great Britain. So they are up to 19% resistance and 7% compliance. It's not a lot, but we're getting there. Let's go for the army reform, which will get rid of the victors of the Great War. Very nasty modifier. Not thrilled about having that. Let's see, 1940. So we could go for some extra breakthrough and soft attack and so on. All of that would be nice. New fighters, whoops, would also be quite nice. Still a little ahead of time to get any additional industrial tech, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Working on the firepower doctrines. Already got all that. Already got what I want there. So yeah, let's go for things like soft attack and for the breakthrough and defense value. Soviet Union declares war on Finland. Okay. Superior firepower. We are now making progress. Let's go for the organization. Don't have any army experience to spend on that to make it any better, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll make do. If I can get some superior firepower starting to look really good, like, we'll be in a pretty good position to take on the Germans. Superior firepower is actually not a bad counter to the mobile... oh gosh, what is it called? Hang on. Mobile warfare, thank you. Mobile warfare doctrine. It's pretty good, actually. Navy. I will need you to set up a patrol over here. Automatic reinforcement. I guess we'll leave you until we're actually getting close to ready to fight, but I'm going to need to be able to do a quick naval invasion over here. We're going to want to take Canada out before they go too far. I don't like how eager these guys are to defend things like Spain. I mean, really, you just lost a war to the Axis. Are you sure this is the hill that you want to die on, Canada? I mean, if it is, fine. I'll just extend the British Empire. Sorry, the French Empire, and I'll just, you know, create a super powerful Quebec. How's that sound? Oh, hello. I didn't even realize that I own French Guinea. Well, sweet. And Venezuela joining the Axis. Not sure I like that. That I actually am not a fan of. But oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine. So let's see, these guys are still training up. How are we doing on things like our tank production? Up to a whopping 64 tanks. Oh, man alive, that is a lot of tankage. Well, we need to be building up a heck of a lot more factories. which I am working on. I mean, we've almost got the level 7 forts across the board. I've got a couple more civilian factories on the way too, but still. There's some more research speed. That'll be nice. Let's go for the defense and breakthrough. Okay. Improved artillery will only take another 20 days. That'll be more soft attack for me. How are these divisions looking? So these guys are up to 134. These guys are up to 166. That's okay. If I were to toss on some support anti-tank with you, we actually have enough. But what I would rather do is put it on these guys, since they are also my defensive template. We would not have enough in storage to do that, though. Okay. Motorized divisions would be very nice to have. But I don't have a whole lot of army experience to make use of, so maybe not. Besides, support companies are not particularly great for us right now. They'll be very good for us. Oh, there goes Yugoslavia. Oh, I guess... No, you're still justifying a war goal. What happened with you? Huh. So, Yugoslavia just released Croatia as a puppet. What a weird choice. They weren't even involved in a war. Anyway, what was I saying? I lost track. Oh, right. So support companies aren't going to be amazing for us until we've made a lot more progress down the superior firepower doctrine. That's when they start to get really good and provide a lot of extra organization for me. So I know that I'm going to want that. The Germans are just sitting here in Gibraltar. I'm obviously going to want to take that from them eventually. We don't have a lot of troops over here. We need more. Hang on. We got way too many sitting over here. Hang on. You guys get over here.
Attention.
You're involved in this one. Why are you guys upset? You're taking attrition? Fine. Go set up over here or something. Get out of there. Sitting around in a desert costing me supplies and manpower. I don't like that none at all much. None, do I? No. What did I even just say? Can you tell me? Oh, it's fine. Okay. So, yes. There goes... the Soviet Union and Finland with their white peace, which has never made a whole lot of sense to me. We're getting more factories. Improved artillery is done. Excellent. Could go for the rocket artillery. Not going to. Got everything I want here. Maybe mechanized would be very good. The extra hardness value and stuff is great. Could also go for upgrades to things like signal companies. We'll eventually want the maintenance companies. I'm going to go ahead and research and upgrade to things like our fighters. Let's start upgrading our Air Force. We have a little bit of our air experience, thanks to these planes, which I guess I will go ahead and start training up a little bit again. We have some fuel built up. Not a lot, but some. Let's go ahead and do some missions and start building up some more air experience. I'm sure that will be great. How many dockyards do I have now, by the way? Not a lot. We're diverting 3 to repairing. You can probably increase that a little bit. It still takes a very long time to repair a ship. Very long time to repair a ship. Good lord. Where's the automatic detachment stuff? I know we have that. Repair priority. Automatic split off enabled. Yes. Yes, the navies that are looking super weak. We split them off. I do not want you guys patrolling anymore. No, cancel that. Hold and repair. Yeah, there we go. 3 dockyards. Because they stopped repairing for some reason. Hang on, why? I don't use my navies enough, obviously. I'm forgetting where all the buttons are. Repair now. Yes. Go and repair. There. Okay, now we're using these again. Okay, perfect. Just trying to make sure that we don't lose a lot of ships. It takes forever to build ships, dang it. Forever. Who do we want? A material designer? Wouldn't mind getting a proper tank designer. Which we haven't finished the army reform, but we're about to. So maybe we should do that. Yeah, armor research speed, more max speed, reliability. That could be pretty good for me. Alternatively, military high command. Attrition reduction, ace generation, special forces I'm not using, air superiority. Capital ships, blah, blah, blah. Air superiority plus 5%. I almost have enough war support that if I declare war, I'd be able to go for the war economy. We're very close. In fact, we might actually have it now that we finished the army reform. Okay, it's time to go for things like protecting the rights of man and start getting that factory output, get our manpower back. Let's start getting rid of the whole worker shortage nonsense. Okay, so now we can go to war with Spain. They are still being defended. So if I do this, I'm going to have to fight the Allies. Also, Portugal gets an event, the Iberian Pact invoked. Ooh, I'll have to fight them anyway. Well, that's an interesting turn of events now, ain't it? Do I do this right now? Do I feel like I can do this right now? I feel reasonably confident, and if I'm having trouble, then I can try pulling in the Germans. I don't think I'll need to, but I could. My question is, how are we looking on a naval invasion? Okay, we actually have spent enough time. It's just going to be about having some supremacy. You guys don't have anywhere near enough supply to make this work. I wish that I could build things on your behalf, Germany, but I cannot. I don't like the positioning of this Red Army at all. I'm going to tell them to all back up somewhere else. Somewhere safe, preferably, because with no supplies, if they were to attack me and destroy me, I will lose this entire army. We're really going to be banking on being able to do this naval invasion, get the port, and then rapidly deploy these people. Which I've had a lot of trouble historically in Canada. It's not exactly my favorite place to fight. Oh, gosh dang it, you're still taking up supplies. Hey, Germany, I'm going to ask that you upgrade your ports now. All right, forget this. It sounded great, but because we don't have enough supply generation, I'm going to have to pull them off somewhere else. So you guys back up to Scotland, I guess. Stop draining my supply. Italy officially declares war on Yugoslavia. Well, we're allies, so I should not have been called in. Canada, for some reason, didn't want to defend Yugoslavia. They want to defend Spain, but they don't want to defend Yugoslavia. Go figure. All right, so these guys are under attack from multiple angles. They will absolutely die. The Germans don't even have an air base over here. I should have just taken this for myself. It would have made things a lot easier. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not declaring this war until we have pulled some of these guys back and try to get as much organization as possible. Because if I land with half organization, guess what happens? We die. That would not be good. I don't like dying. I'm very fond of living. Also, our general just got sick. He got the flu at the worst possible time. Fortunately, I didn't declare the war. Naval bombers. That is something that would be very nice for me to build, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So you guys are going to move over here in preparation for some proper naval supremacy. We're going to beat down Canada with the help of the British monarchs. Oh, it's fitting. Hey, we got some free dockyards. What should I do with them? We should build something. What do we have a lot of? We have plenty of subs, but I would say not enough screening ships. Also, definitely not enough carriers. Not that I can build those. I would like to build some additional heavy ships. And then maybe a few more destroyers. Is this the best we're going to get? Sure as heck looks like it. I'm not feeling very confident about this situation, honestly. But okay, that's what I got to work with. I'm going to hold off on declaring the war because we are actually about to end this video. So before committing myself to something stupid, I'm going to take a second to think, go over the ledgers, try to make sure I understand all the mechanics of what's about to happen, because it looks like I'm going to get to fight nationalist Spain and Portugal even before I have this claim, unless they decide they don't want to join in. But if they don't want to join in, that's fine. I'll declare war on them anyway. We're going to obliterate Canada. I hope that we can get some troops in position to help attack South Africa, because if so, then I can eat them. I want to eat all of this as well. I'm hoping that we get into a fight with Australia, so we have a chance to eat them. I don't know about New Zealand, but if I can eat all the rest of the Commonwealth and make that into a proper French Empire, we'll be in a really, really good position. You know what would also be really fun? Freaking conquering the United States and taking all their factories. That'd be really freaking fun. They got 185 civilians? Oh my god. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I ask you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
All right, let's go ahead and see what